Sinan in Istanbul, Turkey, a great city that I fell in love with the first time. I think I've only been there once. Oh no, I've been there twice. Great city, love it. And the Turkish people, amazing. Hey, Paul, I've been quite passionate about DSD thanks to you. Good, DSD is the way to go. I actually just made my mom try your demos of your new recording of the cello suites by Bach from Zool Bailey, and while she was hesitant to buy them before she tried, she couldn't believe how good and realistic they sound. Really, I mean, that Zool Bailey piece that Octave Records produced, amazing. Anyway, I've been making some researches about DAWs, digital audio workstations, that allow you to mix and master in pure DSD. And I've seen some forum posts comparing the only two realistic and viable options for editing in pure DSD in 2021, the Sony Sonoma and the Pyramix by Merging Technologies. I couldn't really understand the advantages and disadvantages of one over the other, so I wonder, why did you choose Sonoma over Pyramix for your new Octave Record studios? Well, first off, let me explain a little bit. The Sonoma system was developed by Sony years ago, and our own Gus Skinnis, when they abandoned it, bought Sonoma. So Gus Skinnis owns the Sonoma system. It's a great system. It's old, but it's a great system. And when I say it's old, it's limited to 1 times 1x, we call it DSD, or 64FS, 64 times the CD frequency, which is 44.1. Okay, this gets confusing. There's 64, there's 128FS, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, but basically it's a DSD signal, what we would call 1x DSD, the standard that Sonoma does, the minimum DSD, runs at fairly high frequency. I think it's 2.8 megahertz. So just multiply 44.1 times 64 and you'll figure it out. I think it's 2.4 something or other megahertz. It's very fast. It's 64 times higher sample rate than a CD, okay? But it's only 1 bit, and a CD is squeezing 16 bits into that same, 64 times slower speed. So that's a drawback of Sonoma, and it's old, and it has never been it's a huge challenge. So it's got to run on old Windows equipment. I think, what was the last one? Windows XP, I think, was the last one, although Gus has been able to get it to run on some faster machines. Now, Pyramix is by Merging Technologies, and it's a newer system. And the piece your mom likes and you like, Zool Bailey, that was actually recorded on the Pyramix system. So Pyramix can go up to 4x DSD, which is really fast, like 11 megahertz. And it's a terrific sounding system, and we actually own both. So Octave Records uses both Pyramix and Sonoma to do our work. One over the other, I don't know. We're still playing with the Pyramix system. I think what we'll wind up doing is building a hybrid where we record everything in Pyramix, and then we either mix in analog or using this new Zephyr filter that the folks over at BitPerfect have designed, we may be able to do a conversion, a seamless, lossless conversion from DSD to PCM, run it through a standard workstation, then back to DSD. We haven't confirmed that yet, and no one's been able to do that yet. And I think we may be the first, but we'll find out. Typically what's done, no mixing is done in Sonoma and no mixing is done in Pyramix. That, right now, doesn't work. Just take my word for it. It's not something that you want to do sonically, because to actually mix DSD, you have to convert it to something called DXD, which is basically PCM. And that conversion process, so far, ain't all that good. So what typically we do at Octave, we record in DSD, either on the Sonoma or the Pyramix, and then we run it through a D-to-A converter, mix in analog, and then run it through another A to D converter back into DSD. So I'll keep you up to date as we move forward. and learn more about this. I mean, this is definitely cutting edge stuff. And what's funny is it's older technology, yet it's still cutting edge. So much better than Pro Tools or whatever this is that people do. Okay, thanks for the question. I'll talk to you later. Take it easy. Bye.